Back at the Highlander Mountain Marathon, and as the hours tick by on day one, there's already plenty of action. For some competitors, not everything is going according to plan.
Andrew! So where do you think we should be?
We have a shot at it.
I'd be surprised if anyone took a worse route than we did.
We came over this way and we missed it.
Where is he? Andrew!
Problems for some, but already we have clear leaders. Way out in front for the A-class are Welsh orienteering champion Tim Higginbottom and his partner Chris Neer.
Just amazing, an amazing day, but very warm, very, very warm. Be glad to get back and get some drink and get the shoes off and get out the sun.
Both Chris and Tim are experienced hill racers, and over the years, Tim's completed an awful lot of mountain marathons.
This is my 33rd. I started in 1991, was my first one, when I came across this one called the Carrymore, which I'd not really heard of before, which is the biggest one of the year. And it was horrible, and we came back for more ever since, really. It's been a long apprenticeship. You get into places like this, I mean, they're never in sort of big popular places, they're always in wild spots. And we would never normally have come here to go running, so it's just great to go somewhere new.
It's just being out on the hills for 2 days, and you can do it on your own, but it's great to have a little bit of incentive there, you know. It's good to be competitive.
You seen a checkpoint around there anyway?
Yep. It was a really well planned day because there wasn't an obvious route. They were all quite randomly placed on awkward spots. So the best route wasn't going to be a circuit. Sometimes you can put in a bit of a loop with just a few sort of zigzags. You're never going to find a flat route, but you're going to find like a best route.
Tim and Chris seem to have done everything right today. They're the first team down in an incredible time of 4 hours and 44 minutes. Faster than anyone thought possible.
4:44. Excellent.
That's very, very fast. They were expecting maybe 5 hours, 5.5 hours for the A group, but that's...
It was surprisingly good underfoot, really, for running. You know, there was, you look at the hillsides and you think, maybe you can't run it, and then you end up running and it's firm and it's not as boggy as you expect. And that was just really good, and it was a good route as well.
What did you do then from the beginning up here?
From the beginning, it seemed like most other people were sort of going to head out that way, but we actually came this way and took a couple in over here first, and then we headed back out.
But you're very happy with that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a really, really fast time. We're all very impressed with that. And actually, I think one or two very surprised as well. We're kind of like, no, that can't be them. But well done.
Tim and Chris's choice of route was almost perfect, but not obvious. Every other team in the A category has made the same mistake by attempting to follow what appears to be the most direct route. As a result, their nearest rivals are over 40 minutes behind the leaders. Experienced racers like Jason Williamson and Carl Price haven't had the best of days.
Well, you hit the wall sometimes. It varies between runners, but it could be at the 3 hour mark and you're drained. But you just got to keep putting the fuel in.
Sometimes one of us will be sagging a bit and the other will pull us along, and then it swaps over.
We've not come out to there, have we?
The river course is quite defined down there.
Yeah.
And what you're looking at could be that girl. You need to be a bit...
So where do you think we should be? Come see hi, down there.
Think so?
Yeah.
We both live near some hills just north of Aberdeen, and we run on those a lot, do a lot of the hill races, and it's just like a long hill race, so it's great, love it.
So, what was their time today?
5:28.
5:28.
Yeah.
So superb. So are you feeling okay? You're looking pretty fresh, I have to say, both of you.
Pretty good, actually. Yeah. A bit dehydrated, but
Ready for a cup of tea. How was the course? What did you think?
pretty reasonable. I think if the weather had been worse, it would have been quite challenging. I think some of the controls are quite well hid, but you could see them from 200 metres away, so that was okay.
So it makes a big difference when it's clear, yeah?
Yeah, we wouldn't have done it in 5:28 in the mist.
Today the weather couldn't have been better, but even so, that's not made navigation easy for many teams.
We went in a straight line.
Somebody believed me. They took my advice, unfortunately.
I'm not going to say a word.
So,
no, I don't think it was that bad though, was it? Just a few places maybe. Alright, downhill and in. Hooray!
yeah.
Mistake rectified, and C-class racers Jenny Yules and Pilar Neer are heading for the finish line.
So how was it for you?
Yes, it was fine actually.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed it.
Really enjoyed it there.
Yeah, it was a lovely day.
What was your time?
I'm not sure.
5:50.
5:50.
Yeah.
We made a couple of errors on routes that cost us a bit of time, but
You love straight lines.
Yeah.
She loves to go over the highest
hills.
hills.
It doesn't go down very well all the time.
Now, were you always in agreement with your route choices?
Well, not always, no.
I agreed at the time.
Yes, and then complained afterwards.
That's not true.
No.
One of the best bits for me was when we did make that unusual route choice because there was nobody else around, and we saw loads of deer,
Yeah,
didn't we?
we did.
A really
Yeah,
massive
hundreds of
herd.
deer right on top.
Just
No people at
the
all.
horizon. It was fantastic, wasn't it?
I don't suppose I really have to ask how you're feeling.
I feel good now, thank you.
Was it all that you expected?
Some of the going was okay, but the course was pretty evil actually. Like the last bit before you got to run down the hill down here was just a really crazily steep, boggy mess. It's alright.
Now you said beforehand you were doing the carrying and you were doing the navigating. Is that right? You did everything.
He just kept shouting at me.
Is it quite tough when you're out there and you are feeling quite tired and decisions have to be made? And does it test friendships? Can it?
I know.
See, Mike, he's much more the competitor than me, so it's quite hard for me to keep up.
You've got to look after yourself. You don't drink enough and things. Then quite quickly the map reading go out the window and you can make mistakes and then lose time. And if you've got a competitive edge, then it doesn't bode well, does it?
Well, listen, I'll let you two kiss and make up and go and put your tent up.
As the teams come in, they begin to set up camp for the night. Many have already finished, but there's still plenty of folk out on the hill.
Right, that was easy. Quite hard underfoot, but, you know, who cares? Cheers.
Right, it's all for the camera.
There's a lot of uphill.
Well, uphill. Right there. It's all right.
A lot more up and down.
So,
I'm a jelly baby though, so we're all right.
I'm looking forward to a beer at the end.
I'm lying, I'm just giving you some energy.
Mountain marathons are getting more popular, which is surprising given the skill and dedication they require. Adrian Davis is no stranger to the hills. He's in charge of the reindeer herd in the Cairngorms. But like many competitors today, this is his first mountain marathon.
I've never done so many miles on the hill. Well, I do at home, but not in a race. Look at the reindeers. I chase reindeer around the hills. You need a reason to go up a hill, and my reason's always in finding reindeer. I've got no reason to go up these hills. First time I've ever done anything as daft as this.
Is that right? And you're in the A category?
I made a mental block. Never do something like this.
It's obviously important that you choose the right route. Are you quite comfortable with the way you went round today?
No. It's really tricky because there was a lot of in and outs, you know. I mean, we took a route that came right out here first, which is the furthest point away, and I don't know, I mean, we only saw one or two other people out there.
Yeah, well, the route setter was suggesting to us that perhaps we should have come down there and down there and down there at the start. That would have been
really,
and then gone round. Yeah.
Right that way. Jeez, I really thought of that.
So is it follow my leader tomorrow, or is it?
Well, he's brought his gun. He'll just shoot them. I won't have a problem tomorrow. We just know if anybody who sets off in front will just get his gun out and away we go.
So you're the winner then. Congratulations.
Not everyone ended this day so happy.
The guys at the checkpoint said there's a doctor down here?
I believe there may well be. How are you doing? At least not looking too good.
Oh, we were tired at there. Popped something. I just come down the hill and something popped in my knee. So.
Oh my goodness. And still they come in, all with stories to tell.
What was your time there, guys?
Yeah, 5:40.
5:40. Well under 6 hours. Yeah. But are you happy with that?
Pretty much. We didn't make any cock-ups. Not too bad. We had about 10 minutes halfway around where we got separated, and a bit of a sense of humour failure.
So we're brothers.
So. Yeah.
All right.
So it happens every day anyway. So
all right.
Nothing unusual, but otherwise it went pretty smoothly. Yeah, we ran pretty quickly.
Yeah. When you split up out there, who was at fault?
Him.
Who was at fault?
It probably was me. Couldn't catch him. He was so fast.
And at the end of this first day of the race in Class A, Dan and John Gay are in 4th place with a time of 5 hours 40 minutes. Stuart Whitley and Adrian Davis are just 4 minutes ahead of them, coming in at 5 hours 36 minutes. In 2nd place are Jason Williamson and Carl Price, who made it back in a total time of 5 hours 28 minutes. But the clear leaders are Tim Higginbottom and Chris Neer, and just look at that time, 4 hours 44 minutes.